men generally have two standards. Two only. Majority of men, I mean 99.9 that I know, have only two standards.
That's what
a
you
girl
think.
with good character and a girl who doesn't sleep around, or a girl who's not promiscuous. That's just it.
That's
I don't
understandable.
care if you have what whatsoever, as long as you don't sleep around or you have not been run through, and then you have your character.
But
in
there's
check, bro.
there's some men.
A man will wife up a woman who's working in
There's
McDonald's
some
or
men
Burger
that will
King.
send their women out there to go do dirty
But
things
that's the thing.
to get money.
We guys,
How many times does it happen?
we guys have two categories.
Yeah.
And I think that's why a lot of girls don't understand. And then personally, I call it wifey material.
I got 99.9 problems. This is where we sit down and talk about 99.9 problems. And we ain't scared to talk about them. We got 99.9. Yeah, 99.9. Yeah, 99.9. Yeah, 99.9. Yeah.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back again to another edition of the 99.9 Problems Podcast, always airing over the digital airways of YouTube. As you already know, always here with my co-hosts, delectable, drop dead gorgeous, ebony skin, dazzling eyes. By the special grace of God, wife material, welcome my co-host, Ethel Drella. Yeah, she feels shy, huh?
Yeah.
It's always been pretty beautiful ladies over the past few episodes, but now we have able, dazzling gentlemen here. I'm gonna allow them to introduce themselves. I don't want to introduce them because if I do, I'm gonna say shit that you guys are gonna. Yeah. So bro, go ahead.
Stanley over here.
Yeah, it's Ari here.
All right.
as well.
You want to let our host know where they can find you guys? Instagram, TikTok, whatever.
I usually try to keep my shit a little bit more private. But you know how it is. Like.
That's fun. Okay, you can find me on Instagram at Iani_Ariel. So Iani_Ariel. Thank you.
Okay.
All right. So anyone watching this for the first time, please go ahead and subscribe. And to all our subscribers, thank you so much for keeping up with us.
Yeah.
Because you know we are growing this community because you guys exist. Thank you so much for the engagement, the support. We see all that. Let's have a toast, gentlemen. Thank you guys for coming on. They say water is life.
Yeah.
They say water is life,
Aqua de vida.
but alcohol is better.
Girl is life.
It makes you speak more truth.
Yeah. Aqua de
Now,
vida.
so I want to ask you guys, like, let's jump into it real quick.
Okay.
Do you guys think that the generation of ladies nowadays care more about luxury or presentation from us men rather than our characters? You being a good gentleman, all of that stuff.
So I think it's down to where the lady is in her life.
Yeah.
So if she's ready to settle down, she will be looking more into your character, like who you are.
Yeah.
But if she's in her 20s,
Yeah.
it's all about your look, what you have on. Like, I don't know, at least that's my point of view. And I've seen it, like every single time you go out, and then depending on where you go, you will see the different type of vibe. Like, if you go to like Ava,
Yeah.
you will see different type of girls, and then they're more settled.
Yeah.
And then if you go to like a college bar or whatever, you will see a whole different mentality where the girl worry more, like they care more about what you have on, or like, hey, how swag you are, and all of those things, more than like your character. Like, as I said, you cannot tell anyone character by just meeting them. You have to talk to them. But again, the looks do not lie. Like, girls are the one who come with a 66 thing. Like, we didn't come out with it. Yeah, so
That's right.
so like, so they keep asking girls all over the places, hey, who will you be with? Like, with the short king or the tall king, or so like, I think we like it or not, we guys are at least visual characters. We look at you.
Who look at the physical.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And but like girls nowadays, now you guys are getting into our category, like being like, we look at you, we see what you look like first.
And so,
Yeah.
So
I think it has to do also with the physicality can attract at first, but the character that retains, right?
Yeah.
Is that, for example, if you are shopping for a house, right? You look at how physically, how big the house is, how nice. Until you get in the house and you have to maintain the house. And you're like, oh shoot, this is very expensive. Let me downgrade a little bit, something that I can sustain. The same thing like ladies, right? If a lady, I mean, I'm not a lady, obviously, but I assume that when I see a guy, right, like we're saying, short king versus taller king, right? All women want to feel, well seen with a taller guy, right?
Yeah.
But a taller guy too is also equally attracted, right?
She's a short girl.
To short girls, right? Then it all boils down to what? To safety, right? Women want to feel safe, especially emotionally, before even physical safety and financial safety, if to be honest. But again, in today's generation, it's all about the flashiness, right?
Yeah, exactly.
How can my partner be, how can I put him on Instagram? How can he look good?
Yeah.
And what you see on Instagram
But she
doesn't
has to
wait.
post you first, bro.
No, yeah, but no, don't get me wrong.
No, not everybody likes their relationship to be out there like that.
Exactly.
Me,
Both
I
men
don't.
and women,
I
some
don't.
people just like it private.
I don't. Never.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, men are so biased because a lot of men would look at how you look before they get into, that talking stage with you or want to get into a relationship with you. But when you see a woman and she's like, oh, I want my man to be like this, I want him tall, I want him muscular, men have a problem with it.
That's too many expectations.
No,
Too many expectations. What do you mean by too many expectations? But you want the eight figure, right?
Of
Why
course.
can she not want what she wants for herself?
No. So that's the thing.
That's being biased.
Nowadays, when a guy expresses his
Desire.
there is always a word for it. He's misogynist. He's this. He's a small
Oh,
energy.
but women are materialistic.
No, I accept it. As a girl, you should look after yourself.
You should be materialistic.
Like, if you were a girl, you like carrying Birkin bag, go after a guy who can buy you a Birkin bag.
Exactly.
But my thing is this, is that girls need to understand that there has to be kind of like equilibrium between guys and girls. And what be happen nowadays is that girls are doing stuff, guys are reacting, and then it messing everything up.
Yeah.
Like, when I was growing up, I learned to court a girl, sweet talk her, be after her for months.
Yes. And we like that chase.
But you
like
guys,
that.
you
We
guys
enjoy
don't
it.
do it anymore.
We enjoy
You don't
it.
do it. You don't do
Let me
it.
tell you what happened.
You just talk to a woman and you feel like you guys are in a relationship.
Like back home, I can be walking by, see a shorty and be like, hey, baby girl, like introduce myself,
Yeah.
not expecting anything. I know she ain't coming back with me.
Yeah.
And then after that, I try to invite her to go eat somewhere or whatever it is. After date one, I will get her home. She's at home, safe. Day 2, I might expect maybe a kiss. And then it's from day 3 that I might invite her to my
Day
house.
one, you expect a kiss.
No. Date 1, no.
She come home.
Now we here, you approach a girl, if she thinks you are attractive, she thinks he's sexy.
Yeah.
If she doesn't think you are, she will call you creep.
Yeah.
So now
That's right.
I don't want to approach.
Yeah.
So that means that the whole cultural courting, the starting point has been messed up.
Everything has changed.
Yeah.
I think
But-
it also has to do with like availability nowadays, right? A means of communicating with people. Back in the days, you had to go in physically, right? The amount of people that you are exposed to today is vastly different to the amount of people you are exposed to back then.
Back then, yeah,
right?
that's
Back
right.
then, you had to physically go, to somebody and talk to somebody. Today, I can pop up my phone, talk to anybody like in France, in Europe, in Africa, everywhere in the world, right? So there is so much abundance of options that is confusing to a lot of people, right? So now also there's a confusion between what are we getting at? Are we getting for the sex? Are we getting for a short term, a long term? And nowadays also there are so many different type of dynamics in terms of relationship.
Yes.
Friend with benefit. Okay, and sneaky link.
Yeah.
Long term partner, right? Short term partner. Partner that okay, if I'm seen with this girl, everybody look at me. Oh yeah, he's the guy. He got the body. But sometimes some of those bodies don't have no clue of where they're going. They're there for the
they don't know what
fun
they
ride.
want.
And then the ones that actually, this is my personal experience, right? I'm realizing that women that actually accomplish that want to settle,
Set it down.
they
That's
tend
true.
to be very much, let's say, confident in themselves, right? And also, wanting to be submissive. But guys tend to be afraid of those women.
Exactly.
I've seen guys, if they look at a
Did
girl
you
that,
just say yes?
if they see a girl that's put together,
No.
that she no, let me finish talking. If they see a girl that is put together, she's working, she's making her own money, they assume that automatically she's arrogant, even if she is not. I've seen women who make a bunch of money, extremely submissive, extremely peaceful, but guys won't move.
They will not approach her.
So,
They won't approach.
Well, but do you think it's their fault though? Because you know the experiences or like generally women. Okay, you and I both know, right? That generally when women make their own money, right, they have that masculine tendency. You understand what I mean?
No,
they
you
don't
cannot,
know
you
the
cannot,
submissive.
you cannot
no,
say
no,
that.
I don't agree with
Okay,
that.
okay.
Yeah.
Remember, keyword. He said
That's
women
what-
that want to settle down. Keyword. Want to.
Yes.
Keyword.
So
Okay,
this is the
it-
thing. Like the thing is the loudest that we hear, right?
Yes.
So you say we all use social media, and all, what we see all the time is those bodies in Miami.
Yeah.
And then be
Yes,
like,
yes.
I want a guy with 6-pack. I want a guy with this money, whatever it is. What I need other girls to do, like the girl you're talking about, is be as loud as those girls.
Yes.
Because that's what we see, right? Meaning that a girl will be like, hey, I'm making my own money. You know, like you go on dating app and then in the, even that small description that
Not everybody likes going on dating
no,
apps.
like what I'm saying is like the description that girls put there.
Yes, true.
I personally, if I look at your description or whatever, and you say something like, I have my shit together, I'm like, girl, that's the minimum to
Yeah.
live.
But
Like,
that- but
I have
that's
my own house, car.
This, that, yeah. That's right.
That's the minimum
And
requirement to
women
live.
don't even give a shit about that.
Yeah.
We don't care.
So would you agree with me in saying that men don't know their standards?
What do you mean men don't know that?
Because most of the times they want to go
standard
for
based
the,
on what?
That's the
the
thing.
when
We
it comes
don't
to
have
relationships
standards.
and women, right? Because you see a lot of men, they want to go for those women doing all
OnlyFans?
what they do, and then they have a lot of money, they have this and that. You know very well that this woman, maybe she sleeps around for money, or maybe she has a certain standard that you cannot meet up to. You still go for that woman, and then at the end of the day, you're like,
But you don't
A
go
woman that
in.
sleeps around.
there's
don't
some
go
women that do that for
Okay,
business.
bro.
Yeah.
You don't go in to marry that girl though.
You're not going to get married to her. It's just to like actually kick it in with her. And
Okay, that's why you need to know your standard, because if you're going
Okay,
in
men-
for that
okay.
woman, you need to meet up with that
A
standard.
guy will fuck anything.
anything. So she's misunderstood.
Not anything, because she would not want to step down.
So
She already
no, so-
has people that gives her everything she wants. Why?
But that's the thing, right? What I'm talking about is like I know what he's talking about when he be like, "Hey, you meet this girl. She's in her late 30s. She's settled down. She has her own house. You know, she just want to get married and she wants companionship, right?" But the thing is that we, the men that can offer her that, or the men that want to do that, we don't get to see her.
Because they're living their peaceful
But that's the
lives.
thing. So you cannot have it both ways.
You can.
You
See,
cannot.
If they're out
See,
there on social media
I
or
believe
whatever,
the
you
two-
guys are still gonna be the same
See,
people saying
the
that
problem
oh
is-
she's too loud.
So the
There's
problem
always
is-
something
See,
something
men-
people
men-
complain
men-
about.
Okay. See, men generally have two standards. Two only. Majority of men, I mean 99.9 that I know, have only two standards.
That's what
a
you
girl
think.
with good character and a girl who doesn't sleep around, or a girl who's not promiscuous. That's just it.
That's
I don't
understandable,
care if you
but-
have what whatsoever. As long as you don't sleep around or you have not been run through,
But-
and then you have your character.
but
in
there's-
check, bro.
there's some men
A man will wife up a woman
Nah,
who's working in McDonald's
there's
or
some men that
Burger
will
King.
send their women out there to go do dirty
But
things
that's the thing.
to get money.
We guys,
How many times does it happen?
we guys have two categories.
Yeah.
And I think that's why a lot of girls don't understand. And then personally, I call it wifey material and fuckable.
Yes, yeah.
So when we meet a girl, within the first 2-3 minutes,
Yes.
we put you in one of those
Within the
categories.
first-
So are you
Yeah.
trying to say that if you have a side chick, she's just going to be the second
Of course
option?
not.
She will never become my
no,
wife.
Well, no, see, the thing is, right, there are things that a side chick can do to elevate herself to that girlfriend.
Girlfriend?
There are
You're
things you can
married.
do.
Like, so side
Yes.
chicks are more loyal than your wife. You know that? No, it takes more to be
Yeah.
a side chick than be your wife.
And that's if you have the money to actually take care of them, they're going to
So-
be loyal to you.
A, she knows you have a wife.
Yeah.
And then
And she's not gonna bother you.
she's not gonna bother you.
Now
She
you have
knows,
to-
like, for example, like from 9 p.m. to whenever
Yeah,
you cannot call
free.
his phone. Every single time you spend time with her, she will do everything the wife does without the that comes
So
with, like,
would you think she's in love with you as a side chick? Because she knows you have a wife. Women are jealous in nature. You know,
Yes.
a woman will want to have that man for herself. So if she knows that you're with another woman in which you guys are legally married, she's going to protect herself and her feelings to not fall in love with you.
No, it
because
doesn't
she
work
doesn't.
like that.
How does it not work like that?
Because there's so many girls that are happy being side chick.
Because of what they can get.
They're so happy.
Yeah.
And that's okay. Like that's what I'm talking about. You know, like you meet a girl, you know, she's just sexy, she's doing this, and then
See,
she's
you're
like,
going for the physical look again.
That's how women are biologically wired to be. We look at your physical first before looking at whatever character or
how
behavior
how
you
do
have.
I know you are a good cook if you have never cooked for me?
Exactly. You have to cook
Get
first.
to know her.
No, you have to
that's
cook first. You have to cook first,
You
and
have
I
to see her
see, and
cooking
then
first. You have to see her cooking
I have
first.
to
That's
Yeah.
why there's a period called courtship. You get to know her
But
and
that's
know
the
what
thing.
you can do.
okay. If you say that you can cook when you cannot cook, how am I gonna know? You have to cook first.
It's not even that, like, so if let me go by your logic, right? It's simple. Let me ask you this simple question. Why, like, for you, what should be the reason why a guy approach you? Like, he
Thank
met
you.
you the first
Okay,
time.
okay.
He
There we
he
go.
Okay,
knows
wait.
nothing about
actually-
you.
Hold on,
answer.
hold on,
Let her answer.
hold on.
Yeah.
You can see a woman, right? Depending on like where you guys meet. Maybe you go for like a business thing or something. You can see a woman. You see how she talks or how she composes herself, and you're like, oh, this person looks interesting, and you want to get to know her more.
No, that's how
It doesn't
girls think.
necessarily have
No,
to be
so
about
that's
how
the
she
thing.
looks.
That's a nice difference between guys and girls.
Yeah.
No, like,
I mean,
because
you can also see a point though.
I see your point, but guys don't work like that.
Yeah. It don't work like that.
A guy
Some do. Some people don't just care about how you look. They care about what you have up here.
And guess what? How they gonna know? It's by having a
Yes,
conversation with you first.
time.
That's
to
why
know.
you meet people in different places. You
So-
get to interact with them.
so let me-
You don't just approach a woman
So-
because she looks pretty.
Okay.
Because there's some people that will
See,
look
this
that way
how-
and they don't
Yeah,
have
that's the
anything up
thing.
there.
Yes. But guess
So
what?
would you want to be with any woman because she looks
Okay.
beautiful?
Okay, let me explain to you how this works. Right? This goes back to what I said before. A man, right? As long as you're cute and beautiful, as long as you have your character in check, trust me, a man will not care. They're gonna mess with you. They can make you a wife, they can make you a girlfriend at that moment. It doesn't matter what you have in your head. That's why a man who makes his money, right, can wife up any girl who's working in McDonald's making minimum wage.
Okay, so you don't
But
care
a woman,
about-
on the other hand, is not gonna do that because women actually like men who are doing better and doing well for themselves.
Oh, yeah.
They up.
Do you know
understand?
what they
So
say?
a
We
woman is not-
build, we grow together.
Of course, we grow together, but guess what? More often than not, majority of women are gonna want a man, right, who's gonna take care of them.
So
All
in
that
most
stuff.
of in
A
most of
woman
in
is
most
not-
of your relationships, you've met just women that
of course
want
not.
people that
Of
are
course
already
not.
up there.
Of course not.
No, obviously.
There's girls who making the same or more than me before in the past, but now, right? The thing is,
But
even with
so
that-
you're going to disregard
I'm
what
not
you had in the
disregarding. I'm
past
saying that
because you want to make a point.
Even with that money, right? They still want mine. They're still gonna want you to take care of them.
So
or
Because
or call the
it
shots.
tastes
I
better.
think
Because you realize, like,
This do you know?
She's in the mindset of her money is her money, the man's money is our money.
No,
That's how women are.
No,
That's how women
like
are.
I can
not
share.
all of them. No,
I can be generous to my man. It
Yeah,
does
true.
not mean that if I have something, I cannot give him because my money is my money.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
There's some men that are just proud that they will not want to touch a woman's money.
Understand.
But there are little gestures that you're going to do.
I'm like that.
You know, you
But
can
my
buy him
point
a gift
is-
or
my
something,
point is
or
from-
maybe support
My point
him.
is from what he's saying, right? Is that a man, right, will get married to you or wife you up as long as you do have, even if you don't have anything. But a woman will not do that to the man if he doesn't have anything.
I even
Really?
think you taking it too far. You need to bring it back on how we mate.
Yeah.
No, like 100%. Like
We are going back to the talking stage.
yes. Like girls don't understand that they're gonna be like, oh, but I have a good character. I have this. I have this. So, and no disrespect, I love my queens, but what you saying when you go to the conference and then you see this girl talking and she's fine and all of those things? What if there's 5 of them at that conference? How do you pick? So it comes down to guys are visual.
Yeah.
Like we like it or not, a girl with a nice body, pretty, that's passing, and then a girl wearing baggy clothes. A lot of guys' first eyes will go to like the body.
Yes.
And
They'll look at the body first.
the body first, and then that's why we come to you. That's why a guy will not come to you and then say hi just because you're a girl. No, because he either think you cute or he likes your body or something. That's why we come in. And then after that, it might change. Like when we get to know you, and then we can put you in like the wifey
material,
or the fuckable material.
Yeah. That's just the truth.
So you guys should stop getting mad when things go south, because you go for what you see. You don't even think about like the person's personality.
I accept it. Like I'm like, hey, I'm the type of dude where if a girl say no, I don't fuck with type like you as a type, I will be okay because I'm the type of dude also that I will say, girl, for them. If I am talking to you or whatever it is, and no disrespect, like there is some profession that you have done before or you are doing, you will never get up the fuckable category.
Yes.
Like you have OF, you work in that industry,
or you have a high body count.
Yeah, like the body count. First of all, per my experience with girls told me that hey, when we give you our body count, multiply it by 3, maybe you get close to the number.
Because they never even tell the truth about that shit anyway.
Oh yeah. So let me like this is what's crazy, right? I'm pretty sure all of us here, if you ask us, hey, like stupid shit like when's the last time you fucked? Or when's the last time you had sex or all of those things? Yeah. Most of us here will be willing to at least give you a reasonable answer. When we ask a girl,
they're seldom gonna tell you the truth.
Yeah, it's because that's how society is. Like society make it be like a guy who fuck around, keep fucking around. A girl who fuck around, she like I don't know, they call her Jezebel, they call her a hoe. Yeah. A guy who fuck around, they call him a hoe, but he's still getting girls.
Is he getting girls?
You have you ever asked yourself that
Please
question?
help me tell her.
No, I think there's like the concept.
She never agrees with me on that.
No, I think there's that. To his point, right? There's a concept of a key and a key lock, right? So if a key opens multiple doors, it's okay, it's a magic key. But if the door is opened by
by so many keys means
it's a useless door.
So,
I mean, no, it's more of also like again, as someone used to say, women control access to sex, and men control access, to
relationship.
As it is. We didn't make the rule. It is what it is, right? A woman can decide who to have sex with, right? A man can decide who to marry with, right? And to the second aspect of that point is, if you can't have your man, you have to choose like who will be, your baby daddy or who will help you raise your kid. The same way that as men, right? Like you said, it's what you are looking for, and again, what stage you are in your life. Women in the 20s and 30s and mid 30s. I still have that option to choose, who they want to be with. For a man who is 20 to women 25, 26, he doesn't have the same financial, power to be able to choose the ideal woman he wants, right? He has to work for it. When he gets to his 30s, when now he says, okay, I think I'm starting to have some money, he wants to get back, I was broke. I didn't have enough money, to go after the girl that I want to go. Now that I have the money, I have so much option. For some men, it is overwhelming.
Yes.
I
have the money, I have the option, I can go wherever I want. Do I want to tie myself down with somebody? Then that's where you have to make, the choice. It's either okay, I find a partner that understands that hey, I'm on the upside. I have my money. I want to build with you, but I also want to still explore those desires that I have, because as men we still have those innate desire. It's not because I'm in an established relationship means that I stop being attracted, to other women or other women stop being attracted to me.
Because you have to choose you.
Yeah, I have to choose. It's like every day choose. Hey, I'm going to be with you. No matter just like what's his name, Chris Rock was saying. Your old lady will take care of you. New the P word.
Yeah.
A new woman will refresh your mind. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
Again.
like
It's because the best one is a new one, which you have not had
Yeah.
before. That's how men think.
I boil it down to like a simple
For
math.
the
It's
short
still
term.
the same
For
thing.
the short term.
No, it's not the
It's still
same.
the
No,
same
for the
thing.
short term. For the short term.
It's still the same thing.
Not for the long term.
In the house, out, it's still the same thing.
Yeah.
So stick inside.
It's not the same.
I think
If you are a man, you understand.
I think the relationship, when it comes to the guy's point of view, I boil it down to the simple math, right? When you were in high school, right, and then the baddies at your high school, then they don't want to fuck with you. They want the college students,
Yeah,
so they will
that's
sneak
right.
out to go to the college party.
Mm-hmm.
So that means that if you are equally, I don't know, 16, then
Yeah.
she ain't fucking with you.
Yeah. She
So-
always wants higher.
She always want higher, right? So now you as a 16 years old boy, you look at that girl, you say, hey, damn, I want that body, but you can have her. So, like, you bring it up. Now you are in college. Now you become those college boy that those 16 years old girls want to sneak into. So now you realize in your head now that, hey, now I'm in position to be able to be with that body 16 years old girl that, you know.
Yeah.
But at the same time, now you are 20. The girl is 22. But she still don't want to fuck with you because she has done that college thing when she was 16.
Yeah.
So now she will want that recently graduate guy who start
Right.
his career,
Yeah.
he's making his good 60,000 or whatever it is,
Yeah.
who is 25, 26.
Yeah.
So at 20, that means that the body that you were still like in love with when you were 16 still don't want you. So now you go back to that 16 years old girl that you could have had, right? And then you keep moving on. You become now the 26 years old guy who just start his career. The girl too is 26 now.
Yeah.
And then now you realize, oh, now I can be the guy who can bang those 20, 21 years old college girls.
Yeah.
But she is 26 now, and then she wants now that guy who is in his 30s, who is established, who has a house
Ready
and
to
all
settle down.
ready to settle down.
Yeah.
Still, you still can have her. Like you both at the same age,
Yeah.
and then you keep growing up. So if you notice, every single time as a guy, you always have to go back
But
to get what you couldn't have had.
Yeah.
And then now you get, oh, you become that 30 years old, or like 30, 35, 36, 40 years old
Yeah.
guy. Now, and then that same girl, now she's also 35, 36. And then she's asking you now, why don't you want me?
Yeah.
Girl, I've been wanting you for 20 years.
Yeah.
I could not have
Like,
you.
look at that.
So you get older, you compile, you have trauma, body count, and all of those things.
Yeah, yeah.
I want to go back and bang that 25 years old girl.
Did he ever approach her to express how he
course.
feels?
Of course.
And she would turn it down because she doesn't
Do,
have
do,
what
do,
she wants.
do you guys know that a lot of women think that most men want to be with women that are younger than them? So sometimes you're scared of being in a relationship with someone you guys are in the same age
the
group.
math to you. That's how it happened.
But like a lot of women are really scared when it comes to dating someone that is of the same age group with them, because
Why?
they think that you guys, when you get to a certain age and you want to settle down, you go for those that are younger.
That's
Why?
the thing.
It's the truth.
I just give you the math. When I was 26,
You want her, but it doesn't mean that you want to settle down with
when
her.
I was 26, and then I wanted that 26 years old girl with the body and everything. She doesn't want me. She
still
wanted
has the
35.
body.
She have the she wanted 35 years old guy. So why the heck?
Throughout my dating phase, right? As long as you're cute and fine, I'm going for you. I don't care if you're 15 years older than me. You understand?
But you're
So,
going in not
yeah,
because
of
you
course,
want
yes.
something
You
serious.
just blow off some steam. I understand.
Exactly.
But guess what? No,
and
but,
then
Well,
men
but-
will still be the same people complaining that women have so many body counts
no,
when
the problem
try to
is-
protect them.
Okay, so the
Why-
problem
Prevent
why-
them-
why
prevent
is
them
it
from
my
get-
job to protect you.
Prevent
Yeah.
them from getting into
It's-
because
it's-
you are going to come to you're going to approach a woman and you're like, okay, you want a serious relationship with her, and then at the end of the day you just want to
but
blow some
it's not
steam.
it's not a man's place to protect your body count.
Oh
It's your
really?
place to
No.
protect it.
No. A woman is going in because she thinks that she's getting into a serious relationship with you. She's not going in because she just wants to,
So-
lay in bed with you
No,
and do
that-
whatever.
That's the thing about
So
ladies
if-
that I personally
Stop
do not
lying
understand.
and
Yeah.
they're going to
We-
have
okay,
lesser
we-
body
we
count.
lie. We guys lie. But as
Yes.
you said it,
We lie because you guys cannot handle the truth. And we tell you the
Okay,
truth,
okay,
we're not
then.
gonna have access to that
Okay,
truth.
okay, then stop complaining if a woman does not want you at a certain period in
Who
her life.
complains?
no one
Look,
complains.
no one complains. If a girl don't want you, go to the next. Bro, there's
Then go to the next. Why are you waiting for 20 years?
There's 5 billion of law.
That's the thing. Like my thing is, you think when I the age thing again. When I was 26, I have that ideal 26 years old girl in my head, right?
Yeah.
That's the girl that I want. And then, but I couldn't have her, so I have to go to the 21 or the college, like the girl that is in college.
Yeah.
When I turn 35, the idea of the 26 years old girl that I have do not change. Like I still want the 26 years old girl that look 26.
Yeah.
But now I don't want the 35 years old girl because she has gone through all the hardship that I've been through in life. Like, and then also it comes down to this, right? I think the issue with girls that work, right, that made it in life is this. I understand the hurdle. I know how hard it is for you to work to get to where you are.
Yep, that's
Right?
Yes.
So that means that, and like a lot of guys will not admit this, that means that a lot of bullshit will not fly with you.
Yeah.
But also,
And,
I know very, very well that bullshit will fly very damn well with the 25 years old girl. So why will I waste my time?
So
I
are you
think-
trying to say men don't like accountability?
No, I'm not saying we don't like accountability. We just
Because
Oh.
that's why you're going in for a 25-year-old
No, I
because she's not gonna.
we're going in something that we can
Wait,
afford.
how is liking a 25-year-old make you not accountable?
No, you based on what he was saying, a 35-year-old woman is not gonna let certain things slide, but a 25-year-old woman is going to let those things slide.
Yes.
You know, that's why I asked if men don't like accountability.
No, we are accountable. You know, so we have to bring it down to like what you're expecting. You see, I said this before, and then like I don't know, you didn't see the point or whatever it is. Like, if a guy goes out to the bar or whatever it is, whatever all the time, part of it is to have fun, be in community. The other part is to it has something to do with sex. He might want to find the girl, and then like honestly, if I get to the I met 2 girls.
Yes.
And it even happened to me on that day. Like a girl be like, "Hey, you know what? We can date, but we are not gonna have sex." Or
Is that what she told you?
yeah, and then I'm like, when she said that, I'm like, "Yeah, I like you,
I'm gone, bro.
but this is the thing. I could equally use that same like amount of time, money, energy into a different girl that will fuck me 5 minutes after she met me."
Yeah.
And
I think it's also like to the point in terms of where you are in your life, right? Like you were saying, why guys sometimes goes for a girl who is 25 compared to someone who is 35.
Yeah.
A woman who is 35 has different priorities, what she wants, you know, different standard in terms of what she's looking for.
Yes.
A girl that is 25 thinks that, okay, I have more time, okay, I can explore myself and so on, right?
Yeah.
And there's some women who are 35, they're like, you know what, I live my life, I just want peace, or I just want not to keep going with the flow. So the different perspective on where you are. Just like men, right? So men, when they're 25, they're mostly thinking about how can I get that money?
Yeah.
How can I get the money?
Yeah.
So men who are 35 or in above, when they have the money, they're like, okay, hey, if they don't want the family again, if they don't want the family, let me ask, I've worked a lot, let me go and blow some steam and have fun. There are others that are like, hey, I want to settle down, have a family, and move on, right? It's all about perspective, but if everybody is vastly different, what can be good for me is not necessarily good for you.
Oh, yeah.
You know, so it's different. Some girls that are 25, they're like, hey, I want to settle down right away. I want to have my kid right away, young, so I can enjoy my later years. So it's the same thing. And again, the background on which you come from also influences your choice.
a lot.
Yeah, it must.
A girl coming from back home Africa might have some different like viewpoint compared to someone who is raised here as well. Even if you boil it down to like even religion as well. Someone that grew up in a religious family, either Christian or Muslim or Catholic or whatever it is, they have, no matter if you like it or no, it influences some of the choices that you make when it comes
100%.
to dating and stuff like that.
So let me.
Because even to the point you were saying, right, if you meet a girl, the way you talk to a girl at a club is different to the way you talk to a girl at the bar. Different to the girl you talk to a girl
On
at
the
the network.
church.
Yes, true.
You might say that.
So-
yeah,
To preach.
no, not even even to preach, right? The way you like, let's say for me personally, even for most men, if I meet a girl at the church, my intention in talking to her, my thought process is not hope. I want to fuck her right away, and
Yeah.
But if I'm at the bar, it's a different vibe. You are open to more, like your options are broader compared to if I meet you, for example, let's say at work. Oh, she's a coworker.
Yeah.
The way you talk to your male coworker is different than the way you talk to a guy that you probably met in the street. It's
Oh, yeah.
vastly different. The expectation again, it goes back to expectation
Yeah.
from the
Yeah.
get-go.
Yes.
At the club, it's more like 50-50 is, are we getting late? The other part are just there for the fun part, make new connection and let's meet up later. Some guys, we talk with a girl at the club, we dance, we all that. Hey, let me take your number. Let's meet up tomorrow. Some other guys, you're going back home with me after the club. So it's a different perspective.
So, I wanna hear this from a girl. I have two questions. Like, I wanna hear this from a girl point of view, right?
Yeah.
So the first one is, if you are the type of girl who be like, hey, I want you to court me. I want you to, like I want us to date before we get to the sex part.
Slow burn, yeah.
Will you be okay while he's doing that with you, and then he's releasing,
Blowing up steam. with other
browsing with other girls or whatever it is?
No.
So that's is why I think like
You need to have control.
it's not about control.
If
It's
you're
a duplicity.
if you're
Like,
trying to date this
But
person,
if
you
he's
need
doing
to.
it, how are you gonna know?
so it's not about even how you're gonna know.
There's
like,
nothing hidden under the sun.
The crazy question is this, right? Everybody have needs. Everybody have wants and all of those things. So when you set up the rule that you will not have sex with this person till a certain period of time, that's just your rule. And then as a guy, I will respect and understand that. But the other part of that is this. What about me? Like I didn't like even when I meet you, I didn't come in and then be like, hey, I want to be in a sexless life for 6 months. Just because.
Why can you not wait for 6 months?
Do that, though.
Don't say that no
No,
guy
why?
is going
Because
to
they
do
will-
that.
Of course, there are some that will, but majority
Some
of
people,
men,
some men have
majority
control.
of
You
men
know,
will not.
It's not
some men have
control.
some men
Yes,
have
yes, they
control.
do.
You
It's not
cannot
control.
say that because she wants you to court her for a certain period of time and not have sex means that you should go out there and
But
cheat or do whatever.
majority of
men
You
are
need
not
to
gonna
you need
wait
to
that 6 months.
control yourself.
So
So are you
it's not
okay?
about
One
control.
question.
It's
So
not about
are you trying to
control.
say that if you guys get into a relationship and then she has some form of something that prevents her from like
There we go. This
being
question.
sexual with you, you're going to go out there and cheat because
No,
she cannot give you
no.
what you want?
If she cannot, no. But one of the things
Or she
that
gave
I
birth,
feel
for
like,
example.
Yeah.
no, one of the things that I think we need to go back to as a society is what people don't understand the difference between marital right and marital duty. And like, let me put it this way: as a marital right, is all of those things that when you marry, you have the right to have, like the house and then all of those things. Marital duty, and then that's something that I just feel like society now have stay away from, is on the guy's side, he has to provide. On the girl's side, I don't know how to sugarcoat it, but you have to fuck him. Like,
Yeah.
it's your duty.
Even on
But
days you
there's
don't
some-
feel like it, you gotta do it.
No, not that you don't feel like it. There's some okay. If she's in her period, is she going to give you?
No, but it's your duty.
So you'll not be able to wait for like a week?
I don't say you don't have
A
to.
week is nothing.
A week
Of
is
Oh
course,
not-
really?
course.
Oh really?
Of course,
But you
you
can.
should
So
wait.
what's a month that you cannot wait?
What? That's,
No,
no,
but
you're
that's
talking
the
about
thing.
6 months.
That's the thing.
6 months. It doesn't. It's not a year. It's 6
it's-
months. You can
It's
have.
called marital duty.
Yeah.
Like, it's not
You are-
something
No,
you
no,
have
no,
a
no, no,
choice
no,
of.
no.
Women are not the same to you.
No, the moment you learn how to have discipline and control,
It's
that's
not about
nothing.
discipline and control.
That's
No,
it has
nothing
nothing
you
to
cannot
do with
do.
it.
It
That's
has nothing to do
no,
with it.
no. If you can control yourself and you have discipline,
Girl, okay, let me,
You not
let,
go
let,
out
let,
there
let,
and
let
do
me
whatever.
put it this way.
honestly,
6 months.
honestly,
The
work
thing is,
hard.
Honestly.
some men will lie to you guys, right? They were just simply telling you the truth. A man cannot wait 6 months.
Okay.
Trust me.
some
let-
men
let-
can,
I'm telling
some
you,
men
so-
can wait.
So
There's,
like
there's,
0.1%
there's
of
some
men.
men
If
that
you-
have
if you-
decided to not to do those things and they've been
but
doing
that's
it.
the thing. If I went through,
just go out there.
I went through the hardship. I caught you. I get engaged to you. I marry you, and then like I did everything I'm supposed to do, and I did it right. And then you are withholding sex to me
Yeah.
after I did all of those things. That's something that I have problem with.
No,
Yeah.
okay, I'm not saying that she should hold it. I'm just saying that when you're in the process of courtship, what's the essence going out
But
there
that's the
if she
thing.
wants you to
That's the
wait?
thing. You know, if you ask me to wait 6 months, that means that. And then I think that's the part where a lot of guys don't tell.
Okay, see, this is how I'm gonna approach that situation, right? Let me put it this way: if I'm courting a girl or asking her out, right, and then she wants me to wait 6 months to get down with her, trust me, right? As a man, trust me, I know it's hard to control this shit for us men, right? It's harder than you women. You understand? Let's just face facts. As a man, of course, if you want to wait, get your decision on wait. But me talking, right? If I see that one, you check all the boxes I want in a woman, you check all the boxes, right? You're fine, you have a good character, behavior, all of those things. I see that, okay, you have the potential to be a wife. You understand? Of course, with you, I'm going to wait. I'm going to still be there pursuing you, doing all the things necessary to know that I have this feeling for you. All right? And then it's not going to hurt having one thing or two on the side.
And that thing
And
is
of
never
course, you're not gonna know.
That thing is never going to stop because it's going
How
to
is it-
creep.
how is it not
It's
gonna
going
stop?
to creep into your relationship.
Okay, do you,
when
how is it
you
gonna
when
creep
you
up?
guys
It's not gonna
get
creep up.
when
Do
you
okay,
guys
do you agree with me that
nah.
cheating is a decision?
Yeah, it's a decision.
Both, I can decide not to do it.
You can no. The moment
I
you
can
get
decide
into
not to
the
do it,
moment
and I
you
will
get
not
into
do it.
something, it's very difficult to walk out of it
No,
because
no, it's
it's a
very easy.
decision. If I decide that I will not do it, I will not do it,
Yeah.
and I will not
when
do
you've
it.
already started doing it,
Yeah.
why not
Yo!
just prevent it?
Remember,
like-
right? We men don't reason like you all. We have a different, like
Mechanism.
the way the biology works for us is different. It's not the same. If I decide that I'm not gonna do it, I will not, bro. But guess what? It's not the same.
Yep.
Let me just put it that way. A man is gonna lie to you that he's there for 6 months courting. See, there's no. In fact, if any man out there asks a girl out and then she says wait for 6 months for sex, bro, don't even waste your time on her. Because guess what? A woman don't like
Take
you,
your
right?
time. Take your
Bro,
time.
trust me, a woman
Good
don't
things
like you,
don't
right?
come
It's not gonna
easy.
give you rules anyway.
No, I
It's not even about rule. Like I hear that a
woman
girl
like you is
that
not gonna
actually
give you
like
rules.
you,
She's not going to
she
give you
can
rules.
she will have sex with you.
It's gonna be so easy for you.
Why should
A woman who likes you, right, is gonna make things easy for you. Trust
so?
me. You're not gonna stress yourself.
So getting to like sexual activities, it's making things easy
Of
for
course
you.
not. That's not what I'm saying.
Then
But that's the thing.
that's the only
It's-
reason
it's
why
part
you
of
do
it.
it.
No, I think there's like a point in time to decide. Okay, if like you said,
Yeah.
you have to wait for 6 months, right? Without sex. In those 6 months, what do you give to the man? No.
Yeah. What are you
To
giving in return?
compliment or to upset. You know what I'm saying? Because some men can be with a girl, right? Just being the presence of that girl is more than enough.
Yeah.
They don't think about knocking, fucking, and all that because you know they're in tune with like you said, a character, a mindset,
Yes.
and stuff like that. But we are also men. We have needs and desire, right? Sometimes you can be with somebody, you know, that meets all those, you know, whatever you want.
Yes.
They'll stimulate you mentally, you know, spiritually, emotionally, and stuff like that. Even if you have like, you know, your desire as a man, you'll be like, do I want to fuck up what I'm having with this girl because I want to bust a nut? Even if you do it secretly, she will never know that, you know, you busted a nut or you blew some steam off, right? Because you want to conserve whatever you have with that girl. But the moment that she tried to, you know, she started to stress you out, you mentally as a man, you are gone. You are like, okay, that 6 month thing is not working
Exactly.
at all.
Yeah.
Right?
So on the other hand, within that 6 months, right, you as a lady have to like show the man that okay,
Yeah.
you are worth waiting on.
Yes.
Right?
Exactly.
You're worth making.
So why can you not prove yourself too?
No,
You
it's
can go
fine.
out
It's
there
You're
and
only proving
do it.
yourself by
How are you
courting
proving
you.
how are you proving yourself by courting the woman? Because you are out there doing all whatnot. Like you guys need that's
like-
good.
like-
that's good time for you guys to
No,
bond
like,
and
so-
get to know yourselves. But
so
you're
we're
getting to
bonding
know
and doing other
another.
shit.
You're
Yeah,
going to
like
you're
other stuff.
you're getting to know another woman in bed.
We're not getting to know each other. Right? See, that's the difference between you men and we.
Yes.
We men and you women, right? Let me tell you something.
I'm nobody trying to know
This
you,
shit,
man.
right? See, look, this shit, right, is physical. It has nothing to do with emotions. It has nothing to do with love or whatever. Yo, all I feel, right, is just to get that nut out with you. I don't have any physical attraction, any love attraction for you whatsoever. That's why we men can sleep with you and not give a shit about you. And then guess what? You can sit still with another woman and love this one so dearly that I
And
will
then,
die for her.
then
Yep.
you
It's
guys
different.
are soulless
It's
human
just a
beings.
dynamic. It's just a
Girl,
dynamic you women will never
you guys
understand.
are
I think-
heartless, guys.
No.
It's not about hard. It's a dynamic you women will never understand.
I think-
It's just the biology of it.
I think even the worst part is like, I think what been happening in society now that was not there before is that guys trying to understand girls and girls try to understand guys. Like we try to act like each other.
Yeah.
We are not the same.
We're not the same.
We don't think the
We
same.
don't think the same. The biology is not the
It's
same.
different. In the old age, like my mom used to tell me this. There's things that you don't do. For example, you don't go through a girl first.
Yeah.
Because-
and my mom told me that too. You don't
Like,
go to a girl's
a
purse.
girl purse,
You
like-
don't go through her things.
Yes, just let it be. Right?
And I grew up with that. I don't go to a girl's purse.
Yeah.
I don't go to a girl's phone.
Yeah.
Yes.
I never do it.
And then why we were taught shit like that is because then everyone understood there's a huge difference between how guys and the girls think. Nowadays with social media and then all of those bull crap,
Yeah.
it end up being like everyone
the
thinks
girls are
they
actually-
know everything.
Yes.
We don't.
The girls are actually trying to butt
Yeah.
heads
Like-
and think they know men better than we know
Yes.
ourselves.
Like-
which is not right. You women cannot know men better than they know themselves.
Yes.
The same as
We are not claiming
No.
to know men.
You guys are
we are
claiming.
not. We are
You are
not
claiming
claiming.
by telling us to be
But, no,
faithful
we are
to
not
God. You are
claiming.
claiming by telling us to be faithful
No,
for
no,
6
no, no, no.
months.
We are not
Or wait
claiming.
for 6
It's
months.
just the men every single day on social media posting one or two negative things about women. Am I?
Speak to me.
Girls do the same thing too.
No, we don't waste our time doing
Oh,
such.
no, there's so many
You're
times.
not seeing.
Like there's so many girls will be like, no, I'm better than Cheesecake Factory date. And I'm like, this, and then I'm like, girl, what make you think you are?
And to the extent that they
Because
argue
you're
that,
going for the baddie.
It's not for the body.
She wants to create her content. What are you taking her to
No.
do?
Like the girl that works at Walmart, that's doing minimum wage.
Wait, yeah.
She's like, no, you have to take me to a steakhouse. I'm like, girl, you have never eaten a steakhouse in your
she's
life
a part-time.
before.
She's
I want me to take you there.
She's a part-time TikToker. She's a part-time TikToker. She wants to go create her content.
So I think people like one of my friends used to say, some people come with a Toyota package and expect a Ferrari treatment.
Treatment,
That's
yeah.
true.
It's two things, right? If you expect to be treated as a 10, either you're a girl or a guy,
Yeah.
you also have to at least become with a package of at least 8 or a 7.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
To meet that, but you can come up with a resume of a 1 or an entry-level resume and expecting a CEO salary. No, there are responsibility for everything that you want,
Thank
right?
you. And then I think that's just where the disconnect is. You know,
Exactly.
like we guys, I think one of the things that I tell guys they don't understand is we guys are so self-conscious. A guy that is fat, he know he's fat. A guy that is short, he know he's
Bro,
short.
yeah.
A guy that's broke, he know he's
Men,
broke.
men are very simple to understand.
We know.
Very simple.
And we try to show them straightforward.
Yeah.
We don't,
Like-
we don't
like-
complicate things.
Like,
we don't.
like,
It's
for
so
example,
simple.
for example.
So why
will-
do you get mad
you
if
will
a woman
nev-
says
you will
you're
never
short?
see a guy post a picture, right? Like, you post a picture, you look this way in that picture. The guy will tell you right away, bro, your head is so big in this picture. Like, as it is.
We're gonna say it straight.
Yeah.
But the girls are gonna
The
lie
girl,
to
a
each
girl will
other.
be like, oh, girls, you were 10.
Oh,
you are this.
Hey, you're a body. Oh
You're
my
a
God,
body.
you're a queen.
10
blah,
plus
blah,
10
blah.
minus
Yeah.
nothing.
Like-
And the girls are gonna lie to each other. And if you say something like a joke that she's not cute or she's not nice or this hair is not good,
Oh, you misogynist.
It's gonna be a problem.
Like, can you believe this, right? And then I always say this to girls, and then they get mad at me. I'm like, girl, the whole body positivity things, I'm 100% behind it. You know? And then I'm like, but you do understand that Lizzo is the face of that? She
Yeah.
went on diet, Ozempic,
Bro,
or
she has
whatever it
gone
is.
back to a normal
And
size.
then
Why?
she got back to a normal size.
Yeah.
So if that body positivity thing was that
Good. Or if it was real, why
If it
did
was
she stay
real.
fat?
why did thank you? Why did she change?
No, I think
That was-
there's limit to everything. There's because everything without limits or boundaries is not healthy at all. Somebody cannot tell me, hey, I'm champion for body image positivity, and you are 600 pounds. Now, let's stop lying to each other.
Yeah, that's right.
It's not healthy. You know what I'm saying? For example, some people say, no, we all have, our own like and desire. No, you want someone to die. Yeah, that's true, because you can say, okay, because, I'm 600 pounds, you have to like me on the way I am. No.
Go lose some weight.
No,
wait.
I do agree with you, but I do have like this. This is my think about this. Is this? As I was saying it, we guys are really self-conscious. A guy that's not cute, he knows damn well he's not cute.
Straight up.
I'm sugarcoating it.
So why are they mad if they say they're short or
No, but that's the thing.
We don't get mad.
We don't
Because
get mad.
If you tell a girl,
you-
hey, you are not good looking. She'll tell you a thing. She'll tell you a problem.
That's where the problem
Yo,
is.
that girl will never forget you.
Yeah.
She will never forget you.
I'm serious. That's the thing. As a guy, I'm honest with myself, and then I'm pretty sure we all can agree on something here. I know damn well that even in my wildest dream, I could not get prime Rihanna.
Yeah.
Zero chance.
Yeah.
I'm not in the same level. I'm not in that category. I know my hand cannot touch there. If a guy like me end up getting Rihanna, he is 1/1 billion.
Yeah.
Right?
That's right.
As a guy, I understood that 100%. My thing is, if you're a girl, right, you live in Shakopee, Minnesota, don't expect to fuck like, I don't know, cat. Like, how the fuck you gonna meet him?
Yeah.
Like you expect like, I don't know, I wanna date a guy that make 7-figure or like whatever. Where the fuck you gonna meet him?
It's just unrealistic expectations
Yeah.
everywhere, man.
And then you come on the guy your level, and then you look at him like, yeah, you ain't it. I'm like, girl, you ain't it either.
You know, either. Yeah. The thing is that girls are just having inflated expectations.
Yes.
Which don't match with reality, you know?
Somebody
they know what they want.
It's not about what
They
you
know what they
want.
want.
It's what you can get.
They know what they want.
Okay, they know what they want when they are younger, but when they pass 30 now,
Oh
those
no,
expectations
it become
drop.
like.
No, that's
Those
not
expectations
true.
drop.
No.
As my
You
other used to
cannot-
say, buy a dog, buy a cat, die alone. Like,
The fact that they're 30 doesn't mean that they don't know what
I
they want.
understand, but it's at that age that their expectations start lowering because men
No.
no longer approach them as much
Nah.
as it used to be when they were
No.
young.
yeah,
No.
It's the truth.
we like it or not, is how life is.
Yeah.
And then I'm sorry to say this, but like, yes, hey, for Gillo, she's gorgeous. She's deadly gorgeous. But she also understood that she's not like a prime guy in his 20 or 30s is not gonna go for that. I'm not saying she cannot get him, but like if you are a prime guy, you're a millionaire, then you can have Gillo, right? But you can also have, I don't know, like one of those young, I don't know, like
Toy boy?
yeah. Why will you go for Gillo if you can have the young one?
I mean, it's all about preferences, right? For example, if you look at what's in Madonna and her boyfriend, it's vastly different of age, right? Even the guy that did the movie Craven, right? Craven is an actor. The guy's a good-looking guy, super young guy. His woman is 20 years, probably 20 years older than him, right? It's all about preferences. Some younger men prefer older women.
Yes.
Yes.
Some older men prefer.
And more often than not, some of those older women are behaving well than even these younger ones who are cute.
And
crazy.
but like, I mean, this is
Then
where
you're still the one complaining about women in your
this
30s.
is where this is where I have a
we
problem with
complain when
your
something is
argument,
wrong.
What?
Yeah.
right? Because we like tend to see exceptions instead of the rule.
Okay.
Will you meet a guy in his 20s or whatever it is that will want you? Maybe. But you have to put it now in terms of statistic, how unlikely that is that you will meet that type of guy.
Yeah.
Like, if you were a girl on OnlyFans, does that mean that you are screwed forever? No, you can still meet your husband. You can still meet a guy that will marry you. But you also have to accept the fact that you might not.
Yeah.
And then is the other that might not, that's the problem. Because everyone kind of live in the exception. Like, everyone be like fam, I'm super realistic with myself. I'm like, hey, I look at some bodies, and I'm like, yeah, no, that's above my pay grade.
Yeah.
I accept that.
Yeah. Yes. You just understand that.
I understand that.
I cannot take care of you anyway. So yeah.
I
it's fine.
cannot go there.
Yeah.
You know, like I look at a girl and like, you know, like recently we were in Dallas and there was these two girls. with BBLs, like we are the swimming pool.
Yeah.
Like it's BBL, but it was so well done that I know that is not
It's not
like
really
GR. No,
yeah.
That's not GR level of
Miami.
BBL.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
is a surgeon that did the job right.
It's well done.
Board certified.
Yeah, it's like boss certified. And I also know that a girl who gets to a level that she can afford that, and then all of those things,
It's high class.
is high class. And why can I give to her? And then I realized then in my head, I'm like, hey, the only thing I could do is maybe boss one knot.
No.
I can budget for one knot, and then I'm out. And then that is where a lot of girls don't understand. Like, you meet a cute girl or whatever it is now, I'll be like, okay, I will budget 5K for this girl.
Yes. And when you spend that money,
And
trust me, you're gonna hit.
And then you hit.
You're gonna hit.
But that's the thing. After the 5K budget is done,
Yes.
that's where the problem, because like,
As long as I hit, I'm gone.
I'm gone.
I don't care about anything else anymore.
So, but that means that the objective was just to, again,
To
it goes
hit.
down to the objective. If you are looking to bust a nut, you put in front the money. If you're looking for long-term stuff, right, you come with a different approach. And
Yes.
It's a different
let
approach.
her see me as me, not before I can provide.
if a girl tell me like something like, hey, let's go to this brewery, or let's go to like let's go walk on the park for our first day. Girl, that you check so many boxes. But if you're a girl now, you come in and you be like, no, let's go to Fogo de Chao for our first date or whatever it is. In my head, I'm like, okay,
Damn, bro. Forgot the chow for the first
yeah.
day.
Oh,
Come on, that
Bro.
was expensive for first
Bro.
date, man. Come on.
like I start thinking about you. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Like, I see how you vibe. So, and then I will ask you this simple question. I'm like, girl, Fogo de Chao is a great restaurant.
Yeah.
Right? How often do you go to Fogo de Chao?
Have you ever been there before?
Yeah, like by yourself. If you're a type of girl and then your vibe is like, hey, every Friday night I go eat at Fogo de Chao, and then you expect that for your first date, that's 100% good.
Yeah.
Because that's what you used to, that's your
That's your class. That's
your class, that's your level. But if you are a girl who eat at McDonald's 5 days a week, and then all of a sudden you want to go to Fogo de Chao because you see a guy,
Or you want him to take you to Union Rooftop.
yeah,
Come
like,
on, bro.
I'm like,
Anyway, so here's my take, right? Guys should not take girls on dates until you know that she's into you.
Okay, what do you define by date?
Just keep the conversation online or on phone, or take out to like walks, park, all of these places. Don't spend no money.
like,
Of course,
it still costs
See-
money.
No, well, it still costs money to like. But guess what? The thing is, since they want to be courted, right? They want to be chased. Do the chasing without the money. Show her that okay, you are into her, right? Because they want to be like, okay, you are actually courting her. Okay, do the courting, but don't spend. Don't take her to any date yet.
I wish it.
Of
could be
course,
that
you're gonna
easy.
take her to a date, but don't do it yet until
No.
you know that she
it wouldn't work.
Grandiose stuff,
Yep.
yeah.
Like the thing is, she wouldn't even give you a time of the day.
Exactly. If
Like-
you go that approach, right?
Yeah.
More often than not, most girls will not want to.
Like you go to a girl, you meet a
We
girl at
should
the
all
bar.
just stay single.
You go to a girl at the bar. The first thing she will ask you, aren't you gonna buy me a drink? So it become like now I'm obligated to buy you a drink,
Yeah.
which is not right. Like
Okay.
it shouldn't be.
So
Okay.
before we go crazy with this, it's almost time. So do you guys have any
Last thoughts.
to say?
I think probably one of my last thoughts I want to say is like, you shouldn't be mad to anybody who can like take you to places you can take
Yourself.
yourself too, right? That's one. And then you have to know, okay, from the get-go, what is the objective you're trying to accomplish with somebody, right? If you are trying not to be able to blow some steam, you go in the beginning with love bombing, right? But if you're trying like to achieve a long-term goal, take it personally to grow with the person, you're more likely to be yourself and go like super slow. Hey,
Yeah.
let's go on a date. Not necessarily to go eat. We can go to a date,
Salsa
to a
class.
to your salsa class, to the museum, and so on. Let me get to know you as a person, right? And we go.
Yeah.
Or you from the get go, you can establish rule. Hey, I'm here. I just want to have a good time. I'm here. I want to get to know you. Then that set the tone of of whatever happened after. So you cannot blame me here. I did this and that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's all about perspective and what stage of life you are in, what you are trying to accomplish, and how you also present yourself
Okay.
in the very beginning.
I think it boils down to something so simple like we should all stay in our lane, meaning that as a guy, act like a guy, and as a girl, act like a girl. We shouldn't pretend that we know what the other wants.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I think that's what is so messed up nowadays,
Yeah.
because like a lot of girls think they know what a guy wants, and then a lot of guys think they know what girls want, and then that's messing the whole dating because like it will fix everything if we go back to like guys be guys, girls be girls, and then like stop this stuff like I don't know, see online all the time a girl say stuff like, hey, if you wanna do this, or this is how I make the bag with the guy, or and then guys also like, you know, because every action trigger a reaction. Like we as a guys, we learn that girls want a guy with six pack, six figure, whatever. So in my head, I'm like, okay, if I can achieve this, then I become a prime target. And then when I work hard to achieve those things, and no disrespect, but like I don't work that hard to at the end to just like
be one
woman guy. Like, because if I work that hard to be in the 1% or whatever it is, I'm gonna enjoy every single thing that 1% have to give. Like,
and that comes with many ladies. Not
it
just
comes with
one.
many ladies and all of those things. And then it's because you girls push the guys through that situation, and then the guys are pushing back. So I just think we will all live, you know, when we go back to the old days where a guy's caught it, a guy looking at you and be like, hey, you beautiful, I just want to say hi, can I have your number? Is not considered creepy, even if you like or you don't like the guy. And then also as guys also, if a girl's doing some stuff, you shouldn't be taking it like too hard, like, hey, that make this girl a hoe or whatever it is. No, like life is too, you know, short to
Okay.
No,
Okay.
he said everything I wanted to say. So.
Okay. Thank you guys for being here today. We
Yeah.
are very grateful, and we hope to see you sometime in the future.
Yeah.
And to round it up, girls, please don't drop your standards. If it's realistic, don't drop your standards for anything.
Go Queens.
Yeah. Please follow us at 99.9 Problems. Share, subscribe, like. Thank you. Have a
Thank
great
you.
day.
Thank you guys. See
Thank
on the
you.
next one.
Thank you.